Hello, everyone. Welcome back to It All Happens on Game Night. Welcome to the sixth session of the Rings of Inasvine campaign. Once again, I'm your DM. Why did I forget that term for some reason? I'm your DM voice, also known as Paul, joined with all four of our players.
What's up?
Well, it's great to be back, Paul, and everyone else.
Great to be back
I'm
here,
doing
yeah?
pretty well.
Yes, sorry about the missing last session. Things came up, but hey, we're back here now, ready to continue, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm very ready.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And as usual, we will be tuning in for the beginning part of the session to another episode of Our Heroes Tonight. As various people tune in to one of the most well regarded radio shows in Inasvine. The voice on the other end is calm. They've been trying to communicate various updates, opportunities to the people at the first ring for the past hour. And he begins to speak again. Folks, I'm picking up reports from various adventurers of various bureaucratic agencies of Inasvine that the path of destruction doesn't seem to be slowing down. The systems in place are failing. I've heard multiple reports of seismic activity, explosions of arcane gauges. And various buildings collapsing, going on fire. If you are in the first ring, what you need to do, if you wish to be away from the dangers of these failures of the system, you have to go to open ground, away from the towns and cities. If you wish to try to flag down any passing ships that may be able to pick you up. And if you're part of the group that wishes to stay in the city to be teleported out, it is imperative that you stay calm and let those who know what they're doing do what they know how to do what they do and don't get in their way. As of right now, we all need to work together to prevent this from being a absolute catastrophic event. Stay tuned for more updates and recommendations. Once again, if you believe you can be a hero, now would be the time to do it. And as the radio tunes out, there's also another very important event. You guys leveled up.
Woo! True.
Yep, level 2, baby. Very
Let's
exciting.
go.
And would you guys?
Yeah, love it.
Yayo.
True. It's great. Fantastic.
Uh, would you guys like to do a quick recap on what you guys personally experienced, or?
Yeah, sure. I'll do that to the best of my recollection. I do take notes, are not super extensive, but yeah. Do you mean just a recap of the last session in general, or what we
Yeah,
did
y-
individually during the last session?
I think in general would be fine.
All right, cool. Well, Calxias and Splurbod find out that there might have been more drop pods slash safe rooms at that burning marmalade factory we went to. We met up with them and all went to the factory. We were stopped by two mindless automatons, but Repharami was able to use machinations, like good charisma to get us past them. That's the word I was looking for.
Aim that smooth talk.
After Splurbod failed to do that, it was a good idea though. Splurbod. We
Thank you.
tried to rescue as many people as we could. There were two people in a room that Splurbod was investigating. I forget the exact species, but he told them about the governor's secret teleport room. Um, we left the building after saving as many people as we could. The building blew up. Most of us were fine, except Splurbod, who rolled a critical fail on a Constitution saving throw, and he got kind of wrecked temporarily. Then we got to level 2. As we were leaving and going back to Tenderlee, society was falling apart. We get attacked by people who wanted to steal Rava. We won. Um, and then Splurbod's military order offered us a spot on a life raft that they have, but we're foregoing that for now because we are trying to save more people and investigate what's up with Repharami's vision, see if we can save the people from it specifically. And I'm pretty sure that's the long and the short of it.
That's about what I remember.
There's also the fact that when Calxias went with Splurbod's apprentice, a young kid named Rodgel, it was revealed that his adoptive mother was Calxias' own twin sister, and whatever history that Rodgel has with Mayafel, it is apparently not a good one, as he seems to harbor a very deep resentment for her. And that resentment is most likely going to be targeted at Cal himself, since he's the one here.
Yeah, that could very well be true.
Yeah, it's really hard to punch people when they're not there.
Hopefully, he takes Cal's advice about dealing with that later because we have work to do.
Hopefully, he takes my advice about that, because frankly, that is absolutely a thing that I would have taught him about too.
About, keeping his shit together.
Don't let feelings compromise the mission.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I should probably tone down my swearing. Anyway,
Language.
You're fine.
Listen, we all get one F-bomb that we choose not to use.
Oh wait,
That's true.
we're
Yeah, this is
supposed
like
to use
a
it.
this is like a PG-13 movie. We everyone gets one.
I knew I was forgetting something. Holy fuck!
oh no. The people who monitor the language, they took dragon. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh my soul.
He's been
Will
banished
be
to
more.
Brazil.
What a
That's an
Brazil.
inside joke, everybody. Yeah.
I don't think you are going to Brazil is an inside joke. That is a joke that we adopted from the outside.
Yeah, I guess that's also true.
What's more of an inside joke is us saying heart of the cards and then rolling crap.
Well, it's 'cause
Yeah,
we're
that
rolling the
one's
heart of the
that's
cards, not
probably
the
my
heart of the
favorite,
dice.
honestly.
Fair enough. All right. So, I think we'll begin with Cal and Rodgel. Of course, there's still the animosity between the two of you. That even with the talk about like let's just focus on the mission, there's still tension. As you guys begin to head to the Sailing Serpent, it seems like the road has become less chaotic since the advent of all these events. There's still, people in the distance, like just running for the hills. Others who are traveling with wagon, not towards the city, just around, trying to find their own salvation. And, well, you begin to see the results of some very stern disagreements with civilians dead along the side of the road. Rodgel doesn't. Rodgel's trying their best to like keep their eyes forward, but their eyes just keep on getting caught up with the bodies and just trying to push through it. And like the both of you begin to pass by like a group of individuals who seem to be turning over these bodies. They One of them like looks up to like stare you guys down as the other two like continues to pat down this person who's been like disemboweled. Is just taking the rings, going for the neck, and just do you do anything, Calxias?
And unfortunately, that's not what's important to us right now. We can't exactly help the person they're robbing because they're already deceased. So unless they're gonna start problems with us, we're just gonna keep going and do what we have to do and try to find those kids. But if Rogel is not moving, I'll kind of like give him a shake and like, kid, focus. We need to go.
He's
We can't
still
do anything for that right.
Yeah, he's still moving. He's just his eyes keep on wandering to the bodies. And eventually you guys begin to see the Sailing Serpent Inn. Still a little bit of a smokestack coming out of a chimney. Still looking nice and calm.
That's a good thing. Well, let's see how it looks on the inside.
Uh, you you go inside, and the place is a little bit of a mess. Uh, Tables have been turned over, chairs strewn about the place, and like as you look around, you see what appears to be like every single thing of value, the various, mounted heads, the various, pieces of art and decoration, anything that seemed to be of value is gone.
Makes no freaking sense. This place is literally falling out of the sky, and people are wasting their time looting.
And you see in the middle of it all, or sorry, at the side of it all, you see that Warforged still working and wiping a cup down. Just looking down.
Uh, Remind me, who's the Warforged again?
They are what seems to be, as I pull up my notes, I believe it was Ica? No. As I look in Eats's channel, because I know I definitely put this in there. Car. Kar. What? They do have a name tag with the acronym right there.
But they weren't the owner of this place.
They were
That
not.
was
They were not the owner. You have not met the owner.
then. Oh no, I spoke to the bartender.
Yeah, you spoke to the
Before.
bartender.
Right. Oh, God, I should have taken better notes on this character. So it just seems like they're just working despite the crisis happening.
A little bit, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go up with them, try to get their attention.
You go up and Carr looks up and just gives a little bit of a smile. Hello, Calxias. I would offer you a drink, but well, all we got is the well drinks and open bottles. And maybe a little bit of our discount beer. It's on the house.
Any other time, I probably would have taken you up at that offer, but things are kind of dire right now. Why are you still here?
Looks at you. I'm just keeping this place as clean as I can. Like looks around at the overturned bar room and just it's a mess, but it's my mess.
So what? You just resigned yourself to go down with with the ship, as they say?
I suppose. Spent a lot of my life, well, I suppose my entire life, making sure this place was put together, clean, managed. I suppose you could say I got my heart in this place. The stories, the people. Makes me feel comfortable.
I suppose there's no convincing you to try to live, is there?
Car looks at you. Where else would I live? About 20 people have come in here to strip everything of value out of this place. I I'm not designed to defend myself. The only reason why I'm still here is because I allowed it to happen. I'm not tough. Hell, I could tell you that straight from my manual.
So, out of character, is this them saying, like, is this all them, or are they just going off of whatever protocols were programmed into them?
Roll engineering, my friend.
Okay, then. Oh, first time
Part of the
rolling that.
cards.
To basically insight check a Warforged.
I you did not say I want to gauge their emotions. You are saying what are their protocols? And is this speaking from the heart or is this speaking from the code?
Okay, rolling engineering. Oh. 9.
Listen, Black Soot is not known for having a lot of you know, warforged or advanced automatons or even automaton auto, automatons in general. You don't know if what they're speaking is true or if it's just this thing is just a really advanced VI.
Ah, fair enough. Well, ugh. I wish I knew what to say to convince you to not stay here, to try to live another day, but I guess as long as you are here, maybe you could help me out. Those two dragonborn kids that were here earlier, are they still around?
I don't think I saw them leave. I did see the parents disembark, however.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, uh, they they were one of the first to loot my place. They grabbed some of our top shelf whiskey and a blade we had on decoration and ran out.
Okay, I need to start making a shit list. Uh, wow, that is messed up.
Uh, Beam is like right behind you and just like, are you? I
I said all that out of character, by the way.
I know, no, I know, but Rodgel is just tilting their head and just that's that's really Car, you do, and Car smiles and just, don't worry. I already have it in my to-do list to inform child services, but I don't think I'll have the chance.
You know what? People who need to get hurt later. Right now, the kids are what's important. You said they haven't left. Do you know what room they were in?
Well, I know the room where the parents rented out.
And they only rented out the one room?
Yes. They also rented out two cradles. Would you like me to lead? Would you like me to lead you there?
Yes.
And Car smiles and leads you up to the third floor. You can hear the sounds of like there's still like looters here, like turning over the individual rooms. Should you wish to interfere with that. However, you're led up to a certain point, and Car knocks on the door. Hello, room service. Is there anything that you may need? Food, drink? And you hear from the other side, no, we are fine. Go.
Was that the sister or Chairbiter?
A strong female voice.
A strong female voice. That's neither of the kids.
My apologies. Did I mess up the genders of the children again?
There was a teenage girl and her little brother.
Yeah, teenage girl.
Okay. But crap, what was her name again? I remember Chairbiter. Why did I not write her name down?
Car looks to you and just smiles and just, well, it would be going against my duties to hand you a key. However, I trust you can find a way around that.
The other child's name is Origin.
Out of character, what's the sister's name again?
Origin.
Orion.
Can you write that down? Because I'm hearing you say organ.
Orjan.
Yep, that's the spelling.
Organ. Okay. So, Calxias is just gonna yell their names. Origin, Chairbiters, me, Cal.
There is like a slight squeak from the other side. And you hear from the other side a little bit more of a meek voice just to go, "Hey, uh you're you're the big guy, right?"
A guy that was sitting by the lake that you talked to this morning. Yes, that's me. Listen, can you open the door?
There's a moment, like 20 seconds before the handle is turned and the door opens. There's still like two chains on it. However, you see from the other side, you see Cherbiter and Origin like peering through the crack. Cherbiter looking up with curiosity, and Origin just eyes squint. Hey, you you part of room service?
No, I'm here to get you out of here. Don't you know what's happening?
Yeah, I'm aware that something bad is happening, but our parents told us to stay here.
Uh, I look at Carr, and just to be sure, he did say that their parents already gone, right?
Yep. They're at least gone from the immediate situation.
Your parents say where they went. It's a it's a really bad situation. Everybody needs to try to evacuate immediately. And one of my companions was worried about you.
They said they were gonna get help. They told us to stay put until then. And Beam it just walks up behind you and just, hey, Car, can you please tell them exactly what you told us? And Car smiles a little bit and like, I'm sorry, I can't talk about anything involving alcohol to children. And Rodgel looks at them, and Car puts their hands up and just, fine, fine. Your parents grabbed alcohol and left. The premises.
When did your parents leave you here? How long ago was that?
Probably about an hour.
And out of character, how much longer do we have that we think we have until crap completely hits the fan?
You have no idea. Out of character, I told you there would be 4 major events.
Got it. And one of them already passed.
Yep.
Your parents left you alone in a life or death situation, and the only thing that we know they done was loot some alcohol and run off. Does that sound like something parents should be doing? I don't know your parents, but I know mine wouldn't have done something like this.
Make a persuasion check. Or intimidation
Ooh.
if you wanted to go that route.
I'm gonna go persuasion. Let's see how this goes. 10. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
They look at you. And Chairbuyer looks at them like, do you have a way we can escape?
We do. And the rest of my companions and my brother are also working on it.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 more second.
You need a moment. That's 90 seconds.
Go ahead and take a moment.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Jesus.
Ooh.
Oh goddamn!
Wow. That is hilarious.
The two dragonborn, they look at you and like Jeremiah looks up to Orion and just I think I believe them. I I I mean mom and dad, they even forget about our allergies and Orion just sighs. Okay. If you know what you're doing, I I don't know what else to do. But if you are lying to me, you will know pain and frustration and the wrath of a she looks at you and just trying to figure out what to say. You'll figure out the wrath of a teenager, and I will me and Cherby will bite your fucking legs off. Trust me, I've seen it. I've seen it.
I'll hold you to that. First we live, though. And if we have time, we could try to find your parents and knock some sense into them. Believe me, that's something I want to do right now.
And as you say that, and as they unlock the door, a group of two people walk out from a different room because I did mention there are some looters nearby. And like one of them seems to be like a seems like a working class human and another elf with weapons drawn. And just oi, you said you had a way out of this dump?
That depends. Are we gonna have a problem?
No. I I don't think we're gonna have a problem. You think we're gonna have a problem? And like turns to like look to your companion like I don't think we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, no. I want to roll insight. Let's see if I could get a decent roll on this.
I sure.
I'm not having the best of luck today. 8.
Uh,
Well, plus stuff for 9.
I'm gonna be real with you. Wasn't a high DC. These guys are. There's a veiled threat underneath their voice, and just stare like these guys stare at you with the fact of if you're my meal ticket, I'm not gonna fuck with you. But if you're being honest, we want a piece of that pie. And as you have that thought, a car steps in front. Well, yes. In fact, Cal, you've already told me a lot about it, haven't you?
Yes, I have. And I
Fantastic.
was trying to convince you to leave this place.
it seems like you gentlemen want a way out, and Cal, is there any reason why you're not immediately going there?
I have a few errands to run.
Fantastic. Then how about this? Because you've already told me about everything. How about I lead you two gentlemen over there? And while Cal and Rodgel, they finished up their errands. And the two individuals like nod their heads, like, sure. Lead the way, Car. And like, Car turns to Calxias and just, well, I wish you luck in your errands, Calxias, Rodgel,
Thank you.
Orion,
And
and
thank you for your help
Chairbiter.
finding the kids.
And please. And they pull out a business card and hand it to you. Should you get out of here, please leave a good review about a product line.
What does the business card say?
Uh,
Is it for the hotel?
no, it's actually for the make and model of what car is.
Oh, of course.
Just smiles and turns and leads these guys away. They give you guys a few suspicious looks, but they're more than willing to follow an old friend. As Rodgel looks to you, Cal, and just, we didn't tell him where we're leaving.
No, we didn't. So we need to get out of here as fast as possible. You two, if you have anything to pack, pack it now and hand it to me.
They look at each other and go back into the hotel room, and they, like, Chairbiter, like, they grab like a few blankets, like a few toys that they have, while Orion just seems to like grab like a few pouches, and like they Orion's out quickly, whereas Chairbiter has like blankets and toys. They even have like a few sacks of candy.
Like I said, grab stuff and hand it to me. I'm gonna be carrying most of their stuff so they don't, not burdened by it. And I'll turn to I'll turn to Origin and ask them. Your parents wouldn't have been mindless enough to leave anything useful, would they?
I mean, if you want to look around, I mean, the they left a half pack of cigarettes. You want that?
No. All right, if you have everything, let's go. And like I said, if you want to try to spare a few moments to try to find your parents, we can do that, but we don't have a lot of time.
Orion looks at you and just, you. If we see them, we see them. If they got a place for us to escape to, that's fantastic. But right right now, you're the first people to come back. Out of character, as Stream may have been able to see, we lost Mark and Carthon. So here's hoping they get back soon.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be completely honest. I had noticed that Quarthon was gone from the stream. I have not been looking at the Discord. I did not realize he was out of voice chat.
Yeah, completely gone. I hope they get back
Oh
soon.
damn!
Nope, they back.
Oh,
Oh,
there we
shit.
go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Welcome back.
You okay, dude? You sound out of breath.
I am. I'm sorry to interrupt this session. The library closed 2 hours earlier than my friend told me, and I forgot my phone, so I had to run back in, and I'm gonna do the rest of my session. I'm gonna do the rest of the session in my car.
Enough.
Gotcha. Inhale, exhale.
Keep going, keep going.
Cool. All right. Just take care of yourself, Mark. Okay.
I'm fine, thank you.
Cool. Out of character, a little bit surprised your VTuber came back. It disappeared while you were gone, but now it's completely back. Anyway,
That's nice.
That is the power of VTubers.
the power of VTubers, they just can't die.
We always come back.
Anyway,
Yeah, the only issue is if I run out of battery in like an hour, I might have to go somewhere else. Maybe back to the apartment that I'm staying at.
No worries. Do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, man.
Keep going.
gotcha. All right. And so, yeah, Cal, you're able to lead Rodgel, who he knows enough of this place to know that there is a back exit. You head down a different stairwell into one of the staff areas into the kitchen, which that as well has been completely turned over. As you lead these two abandoned kids back out into the world.
All right.
And
I'll start heading in the direction that the rest of my companions and my brother are in, and we probably will take a while because if it looks like there's some shady people or dangerous situations, we're gonna move around that.
gotcha. Though there is one thing I do want to resolve first. As you guys continue to run, Chairbider has to because they're just straight up carrying their stuff. They have to drop a few things, like a few blankets, and they're just essentially just holding on to a few bits of clothing and their candy. And as they're running alongside you guys, just
Like I said, I would have held their stuff because
I
I imagine I do have my pack with me.
my apologies. They're just holding on to a bag of candy as they're just running down the road. And Chairbider just looks at you and just that robot. Are we gonna see them? Are we gonna see them where we're gonna be saved? And Orion looks at Chairbider and looks to you guys with an expression. And of course, Rodgel is quiet.
Hopefully, we will. But if not, just know that they helped us immensely.
Splurbod,
Yep.
I'd like you to roll D100 for car.
Ooh, shit. Okay. All right.
Yeah, part of the cards.
Heart of the cards,
cards.
baby.
Hey.
99.
All right.
Are we going low or high is good in this one?
No. In my campaigns, the lower you get on a D100, the better for random
Oh.
chance.
Let's go.
Damn.
Directly to
The
hell.
Of the
Direct.
freaking cards.
Heart of the cards.
Heart of the cards.
Yeah. The only thing worse.
More like fart of the cards, am I right?
You're right.
Hey.
You're so right.
Rest in peace. Anyway, says, as you begin to head on back, Quarthon, Repharami, Splurbod, where are you guys going to?
I'm not sure. Wherever not Splurbod, wherever Repharami thinks is best, because this
I was about to
his
say
vision.
Repharami is the one with the prophetic dream. I think we're following Repharami right now.
I forgot where it was exactly we were going.
I know you guys talked a little bit about going to Rydol's plants.
Yeah, Rydol's, and then on to find Melanie. I believe was the next closest person, but I believe Rydol's was a little closer, so we were gonna head there first.
Got it. Do we show cat photo on the stream?
Nah, let's not. That's my sister's cat.
Gotcha.
True. Would
So-
would not want to dox your sister's cat.
Sorry guys. Cat photos in chat. Cannot show you though. Womp womp.
That is adorable.
Anyway, as you guys begin to head over to Rydol's plants, and as you get to the front, it is a pleasant, humble exterior. There appears to be some, quite a few windows, for light to come through, and the area between the panes of glass seems to be like very thick, almost like an oaken root. And you look at the front door, and the roots seem to have grown over the hinges. It actually doesn't appear like it can open it, like normally. But it is still labeled as Rydol's plants. It's still, the window on the door does say open.
I'd like to make a nature check to see if I can figure out how to open this.
Yeah. Definitely. Whoops.
I have to log back into Foundry. Give me 1 second.
Somebody wants to roll for Mark. I'm more than happy to allow that.
I can do that. What's your bonus?
+3, I think.
I'm so sorry.
It's alright, what'd you get?
That's a 5
Alright.
total. I rolled a 2.
Yeah, you look at this and it is interesting.
Maybe I shouldn't be allowed to roll dice for the rest of this session.
You're alright.
Maybe.
Um,
That might be a good move.
That's
Alright,
what they
yeah,
call a pro gamer move.
well, okay, I don't know what's up with this, I guess, in that case.
It definitely doesn't. Even with a 5, I can definitely tell you, as much that it is definitely not natural, and it must have taken a lot of work. If it's grown the way you expect, like growing and then like having glass panes in between roots above ground, that would require a lot of planning and a lot of like multiple years of like scaffolding.
Um, I guess I'll just knock on the door then.
Yeah, you knock on the door and you hear on the other side, hello. Are you here for a prescription, a order from a plant, um, or are you here for more immediate services?
Well, um, I'll let Repharami take the floor since he's the one who knows exactly what he wants to do here.
Okay. Um. Yes, Mr. Rydol. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm currently fine. Why do you ask?
Well, given the current situation out here on the rings, wanted to be sure you were safe.
I'm sorry, sir. Have we met?
Uh, we have not yet, not formally. Um, the name's Repharami. I'm a cleric of the Order of the Weave. Um, I don't really have time to go into it, but if you stay here, your life may be in danger. You, among others, we're trying to get to safety before anything happens. It's a bit of a cluster out here, as you can imagine.
I'm well aware, and I'm well aware that all of our lives are in danger.
Yes.
And you see like a slot open on the door. As you see like two green eyes with a some sort of like bark skin in between. I think I'm a little bit curious. So why are you coming up to speak to me? Sir, I've never met to speak of an upcoming death that I'm well aware of.
I I'm gonna look around and make sure that there's nobody like dangerous to worry about in the area.
I
Uh,
mean, there's us, but I'm sure you don't have to worry about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
make a quick perception check, Referami.
Percezione.
That is also an excellent reminder that I do need to.
That's gonna be a dirty, nasty 20.
A dirty, nasty 20.
Yeah. I almost said something else, but I forgot we were streaming.
Fair enough. Can't break the innocence of kids on the stream, can we? By saying such rude things.
We definitely cannot.
Alright, so as you keep an eye out, there does appear to be a small group of individuals that seem to be looking at you from a nearby alleyway. They appear to be waiting. Their attention is definitely on you guys at
Do
Rydol's
they look
Flats.
familiar?
No. But they I'm willing to say that you did roll a 20. They do look like civilians, but like with armor, with a little bit of armor and with actual weapons.
Hmm. So unlikely
You
to be actual civilians, given what we've come up against already so far.
Say that one more time.
So unlikely to actually be civilians, given what we've come up against recently.
More, more the people you dealt with before were people who were desperate enough to attack anyone they came across.
I was speaking more of the ones that were disappearing into smoke.
No, they don't seem dressed like that.
all right? I know I said that I probably
Yep.
shouldn't roll any more dice, but I'm gonna break that. I would like to go up to them and say, uh, "Listen, we're on official business with the Ring Guard. Why don't you go ahead and head somewhere safer than this?"
Uh,
I
did
would like to make an intimidation check with my authority uh, specialty.
Sure. Also, did Repharami mention that there were people watching?
Oh yeah, did you point them out?
Not yet. No.
Oh shit.
I would have looked back at Rydol and said, "Hold on a moment, sir." And I would have turned and looked right at them, and I would have pointed them out to you.
Gotcha, gotcha. Then continue. Then yeah, please roll.
Listen, we're gonna need you guys to clear out of here.
As he's saying that, I'm gonna grab my axe off of my back and just hold it while looking very intimidating, ready
And
to throw
then
down.
that guy. That's a
Noise.
22.
They look at you. And like one of them, there appears to be like a group of four of them, and just like, well, okay, okay, and just two of them like begin to back off, and the other two like look at them and look at you and begin to back off as well. And just begin to walk back down the alleyway, and you're able to catch like a little bit of a conversation of just what are we gonna do now? And like another person speaks like, I guess we're gonna have to get more supplies somewhere else. As they begin to head back.
Hmm. All right, I'm gonna keep an eye out on them while Referami continues talking.
Seeing them turning to walk away and seeing that he's keeping an eye on them, I'll turn back to Mr. Rydell. Like, seems like you were about to have uninvited guests. It'd be safer if you were to come with us and get out of here. But to make it quick and without having to draw this out much further, I had a vision, and you were one of the people I saw. Your shop had been broken into, you had been attacked, you were dying. They were looting your place. I don't know what else I can do but to try to save those that I saw in my vision and whoever else I can along the way, but I feel this is something that I'm supposed to do.
If it's worth anything, uh, I also have the same vision, although less clear, but I can back up what he's saying.
Understood. Referami.
Hmm.
Since you're leaning into your mystic side, I want you to make a religion check with charisma. Since you're being honest, but you're also relying on your spirituality and like these visions. For you, Carthon, I would like you to please roll. Let me just check. Uh,
14 for the
roll
religion.
roll persuasion with advantage because of your heroic flair.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. It's coming in handy.
Listen, one of us cousins has to be the charismatic one. I was just a dirt digger.
Okay, with your rolls, you aren't the one.
Uh, are you able to get to your dice, or do we also should we just roll for you for the rest of this session?
No. I should be able to do it. I don't know why it's not allowing me to roll. I'm
I
clicking on the skill.
forwards.
If you don't have your
Somebody else.
sheet open,
No, I have it open. Somebody else can just roll for me. +0.
Gotcha.
someone else,
Actually,
because I have done bad.
you actually have a +1
Oh, no, I have a +0.
to persuasion.
Yes, to persuasion. I have 10 charisma.
I am literally looking at your sheet, and you have a 12 in charisma.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
Oh, it's probably because it wasn't locked. I may have unlocked it.
I'm sorry. I'm a complete dummy. I was
Cows.
clicking on Calxias' thing the whole time. All right, I can roll.
Ah,
Powerful.
That
Sorry,
explains it.
guys.
It's all
Right,
good.
19.
Nice.
New new system. Who dis? And whenever I mean new system, I mean Advanced Fifth Edition and Forge.
No, it's more that I'm
Good
pretty out of it
combo.
still.
Fair,
I mean,
fair.
I'm paying attention, but yeah, I'll be quiet now.
You're good. I'm gonna say with both you guys, this Rydol individual looks between you guys. I understand. I would love to head with you, but there's something I need to do first. It's it's to secure the safety of myself and my family that I've made here.
Very well.
Is
How
there
can we
anything we
help?
can do to help?
Yes, yes.
Well, I wouldn't mind giving that a try. It's not like we have much else to go on. I've looked to everybody else to see if they feel the same way.
I
It's
mean, it's the best. It's the best lead we've got.
in all honesty, it's not too specific, but it is something I need. I I do need hypo-nitrogen fertilizer, and I need a lot of it. Like about 20 pounds of it.
Where would we get it?
Yeah. Do I recognize this at all with my knowledge of chemistry?
I'm more than willing to say like automatically. Hypo-nitrogen fertilizer. Uh, I'm sorry, not hypo, hyper. Hypo means none of it. Hyper means a
Hyper
lot.
means a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so lo- it's not a brand. It is a specific type of fertilizer. Long story short, I think even Carthon, you would be able to recognize like the significance of this. essentially synthetically made fertilizer that's designed to put nitrogen back into the soil. And a lot of different crops, a lot of different plants thrive on nitrogen-based fertilizer. Hyper nitrogen fertilizer is essentially either a specially designed with like a lot of different machines and would be a product of another ring. I'm sorry, another disc on the first ring. It would probably be made a lot in a Elenin to like help produce more higher quality, higher quality produce, or B more arcanely made for like specifically selected plants. However, though all those things I just mentioned, both different methods, they all have their own brands. They're produced by many different individuals. And given the fact that they are not being specific, it seems like they need just any brand of hyper nitrogen fertilizer or soil.
All right.
So,
So
20 pounds of it brought here.
This is a little bit weird. Is there any chance that I can use my history proficiency, specifically my war specialty, to recognize other uses of nitrogen fixing?
God, I was joking.
I just want to know if it's possible that Splurbod might be able to pick up on what else this 20 pounds of nitrogen fixing fertilizer might be used for.
Sure. If you want to try.
Oh my god.
If you guys want to also roll for this, Repharami and Quarthon, both with your alchemy, and Quarthon,
That's a crit.
and Quarthon with your farming proficiency, you can.
Yeah,
What-
would
Oh
this
my
be history
God.
or nature?
what did we decide farming fell under? Because I do think you have a speciality in that.
I know, let me check. No, I don't actually. My
Then
nature specialty is explore, although I
Then-
am a farmer.
then yeah, just roll nature.
Yeah, I feel like it would be nature. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
farming
5.
is like one of the farming is one of the like pre-made specialties for nature.
I don't know. We don't use that kind of fertilizer in black soot.
That is entirely fair. Uh,
All organic only.
Referami,
I mean,
you are
the region is
you are
pretty
definitely
volcanic.
Referami, you are definitely able to put together that 20 pounds of this stuff could be fucking dangerous.
Can I insight him?
Yeah, definitely. But
Sensing motive specialty apply?
yes. However, I do want us to do what's Splurbod.
Yes.
Yes. I'll be honest with you. This was not the right skill or the
I'm
speciality.
here's what I was thinking. I was thinking I could do it at a.
I would like to continue though.
Sure, sorry.
You did roll very high. And here's what I'm willing to give you. Because A, first of all, you are able to recognize that there are probably nitrogen-based explosives. If someone was a proficient alchemist, if they were given this fertilizer, yes, they could improvise something very dangerous here. But that's not... I'm going to give you something more. You are well aware that in the Far Quarter, there are a lot of different plant-based, like, monsters. And they also thrive on nitrogen. Like so much so that there are certain species that can be controlled and even like brought to be tame should they be given enough food by somebody.
Okay.
Uh, yes, you also do recall that, Splurbod. Which,
Okay.
which I'm like, yeah, like you needed to get like a 20 to recognize what you just sent. Of like, would you have been attacked with like nitrogen based explosives? Yeah, a natural 20 gets you even more details.
Okay. So one, yeah, it could be used to make a bomb, and two, it's also used as like basically berserker drugs for plant-based monsters.
Berserker drugs and berserker treats, I guess.
Oh, true.
But Repharami, you look at Rydol's eyes, and there doesn't seem to be an ounce of like deception or hostility that you're able to pick up on.
20 pounds would be a lot, though, right?
Yeah, it is.
That would be like excuse me, how much kind of a amount?
Yeah, it is a definitely a concerning amount. But Rydol looks at you and just, you get me 20 pounds, and I'll be fine.
Where would be the nearest place to find that, much less around here?
There's a few guarding stores where you might be able to find what you need, but given that people have gone crazy, there might only be small groups. I would be willing to settle for like a liquid nitrate that could be equivalent, because the main thing I need is nitrogen.
Okay.
Maybe if you can go into the warehouses, maybe there's a shipment that's been abandoned. I just need a lot of nitrogen.
Well, I know that people are stealing things, but I don't think that fertilizer would be high on that list. Um, I mean, I realize that, it probably has different properties, like being an explosive out of character. Um, but most people don't really think of it that way. I don't think anybody's trying to grow plants right now. I mean, except you,
And with
maybe.
everything already exploding right now, with everything falling apart and essentially the end of the world here, I don't think that's going to be a high priority item. So, I would say let's find the nearest place that would have that and head immediately there.
Alright. Spurbod, since you're local, where do you want to take these guys? There's a probably few small gardening stores.
Uh,
Or you can maybe take them to what would qualify as like a market, or like a, maybe not a supermarket, but more like a local Tesco. Which, for those in chat who don't know what Tesco is, go to the UK.
Think like a Costco.
Uh, Honestly, Tesco is more like a Walmart,
Ah.
but honestly much cooler because they do have good chocolate.
Fair.
Ooh, sounds
I'm
tasty.
thinking probably more on the side of going towards a gardening center, somewhere a bit more specific.
Like a
Yeah, that would
garden.
definitely make sense to me. Or like at least like a Lowe's, like a home improvement store.
There are, yeah, I think there's probably like a few. There's a lot of novelty shops here and there in Tenderlee. A lot of small businesses, just trying to eke their way through. They're mainly focused more on being charming rather than like bulk deals. I would like just for us to save a little bit of time because there's not really going to be anyone that's going to like bother you for like gardening equipment. Uh, I would like the three of you guys to either make investigation or nature checks
All right.
because
I will go with nature since
I will
that's
go investigation since I'm
Um,
not proficient in either one, so might as well go for that one. Alright.
and as a reminder, Splurbod, because you rolled for critical success, you get half proficiency on any intelligence or wisdom check that doesn't already include your proficiency bonus.
Uh, hell yeah. Gonna be honest. My internet crapped out, and I didn't hear anything you said until like just then.
Great. They're going through a few gardening centers to look for what Rydol needs.
All right, fantastic.
And like all the while, Rava is with you guys, and she's like, "Rrr." Like, look at her, like just keeping an eye out, and just
oh, good girl, good girl. You're doing so well, even with all the explosions and whatnot. I'm so proud of you, Rava. Should I roll animal handling?
not right now. There's no chance that they're gonna break like out running right now. They're not in any immediate danger, but they are just antsy, very excitable, and they're just like honestly, I think they're like making anxiety biscuits on the ground. I think the best way.
Oh,
I think that's the best way to explain what they're doing.
okay, that's actually kind of sad, but understandable.
Listen, they've heard explosions in the past. However, all these explosions in quick succession, it worries even the animals. But yeah, please make your nature checks and your investigation. Splurbod, please roll.
Yeah, investigation or nature.
All right, investigation or nature.
You do get half proficiency because of your critical success.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna do investigation because I still get my full proficiency there.
Hey yo,
Hey yo.
that one baby.
Hey yo.
Roll for
Nice.
critical failure.
Dice give, dice take away.
The amount of times we've listen, it's happened twice
Wow.
so far that we've rolled nat 20 in that one. Am I gonna roll for you? Eats.
Uh, uh, for the critical failure table.
Uh, you re-roll.
What's your destiny?
Revenge is Furbod's
You
destiny.
you find this topic incredibly boring. You take a -2 penalty on checks against similar targets.
All right, you're gonna struggle to look for dirt.
Let's go. I have no fucking clue what dirt is.
Anyway,
Wow,
Uh,
you're that type of soldier.
listen, all you gotta do is like tread dirt. You don't gotta.
He's not a burrowing species of frog.
Yeah. Mark, I've muted you because there's a response. I can hear my voice on your end as well. I'm gonna unmute you. Just check audio.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, is this better?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
I-
that was weird.
That was
I accidentally unplugged my microphone. Sorry, but now it's back in.
yeah, I can still somewhat hear myself, but
Well, I'm sorry.
okay.
That I
All right. Yeah. Okay. Now it's working. Great. All right. So you guys look around and just scavenging through. Like Carthon, you're able to find some good stuff, like stuff that can work, but like it's in such small quantities. Like it's not efficient to go through these small businesses to grab what you need. Referami, you're probably able to find. First of all, you find some stuff that's been looked over. If you wish, you can probably take about 15 gold pieces worth of like gardening supplies on top of what you need to find. Should you wish to take,
Okay.
should you wish to just take it, just feel free to describe it as just gardening supplies. Out of character, how I like to do things with supplies for the chat is that you get a certain value of those supplies, and then later down the line, if you want to decide you have something from those supplies, say for example you need a trowel, you just take the gold piece value away from those supplies, and you now have a trowel. If that makes sense for you guys. I know you guys understand it. I'm just explaining for chat. But as
Okay, about 15 GP. What's the weight of the 15 GP worth of stuff?
we will say, let's just say 7 pounds for the time being.
7. Okay. Gotcha.
And this is like small stuff like tools, small supplies that is still valuable. Uh,
To be clear, is that just for Referami?
just for Refarami. However, Carthon, you are able to put together some dirt. You have probably about 3 pounds, and Refarami, you're able to about put together around about 3 pounds as well.
I imagine
Alright.
since I got that crit fail on the dirt thing, I'm just looking at all of the other stuff in the gardening center. Like I'm picking up one of those I'm picking up one of those like, oh, what are like the really tiny like three-pronged things, and I'm just swinging it around seeing how well weighted it is for use as a weapon.
Yeah.
The weeder.
You
Picking
probably
up, is this the dirt?
you probably also bring like the fanciest dirt on display, and it's just regular dirt that's been uppriced. It it looks like normal dirt, Carthon.
Got it.
But yeah, you guys have 6 pounds of what you need for Rydol. Just looking through small businesses. Speaking of small businesses, as you guys are as you guys have spent some time looking around, you guys see walking up one of the streets Calxias and Rodgel with two children who Chairbiter is like clutching onto Orion like tightly upon like seeing the chaos on the streets of Tenderlee, and Orion is just sticking super close, like almost touching your tail, Calxias, as they're just you guys are rushing through the streets heading towards where your friends said they would be, and you're still trying to keep an eye out.
Hey, and I see them in this botanical supply shop, apparently raiding dirt.
I think it's more apt to say that they see you first.
Okay.
I know you're proficient in perception, but I think, given you guys are traveling the streets, they see you first.
Fair enough.
Unfortunate.
Real quick, you said I found 3.
Yeah,
pounds of fertilizer?
yeah, of appropriate fertilizer. And Carthon also found 3.
Okay. Did you want me to just carry it all, or did you want to carry yours?
Oh, I was gonna put mine on Rava.
Gotcha.
Why don't you also put yours on Rava?
Yeah, and you can too.
You know, just leave a latent explosive on your best friend. They won't care. They
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's just one ingredient of an explosive.
Yeah, I know. I'm making a joke.
It'll be fine.
It'll be
I can't access Rava, so you'll have to put it on her.
I mean, it's not like we're putting nitroglycerin on her.
Yet.
Rava has a mouth, so therefore they will scream.
Oh, so true. Me too, honestly. Me too.
Sorry, that noise just keeps on bringing to mind like the damaged noise in Donkey Kong Country. I was
Accurate.
I
know
was
exactly what you're talking about.
I was trying to put it to words last time, and I think I completely failed. But so I just decided, I'm just gonna be more direct.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
fair.
Specifically when either Diddy or Dixie get hit.
Yeah. So unfortunately, Eats, you sound like a chimp.
Honestly, fair.
Booga booga.
Wow.
Anyway, you guys are all together. Or would you guys like to notify Cal that they are passing you guys by? Actually, wait, no.
Yeah.
I forgot. No, Rava's with you guys. Cal, you see Rava like outside a store doing like small anxiety prances.
Then yeah, I'm gonna approach Rava and look around and wonder where a Quarthon is.
They look at you with concern. Rodgel looks around, and I think the rest of you. I think at this point you see everyone else. I know this is a very roundabout way to do this, but uh, we remind ourselves that we have a massive dinosaur in play.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cherubider looks up and just like, is that a hadrosaur? And Orion's just like, no, that's a triceratops.
Is Carthon around?
Yeah, you are able to see like Calxias and Rodgel coming up, and there's 2 people behind them.
No, you're right. You're right. Kid, I don't think I know his name in or their name in character. Yeah, it is a hadrosaur. She's a Parasaurolophus to be specific. Triceratops have 3 horns and don't quite look like this. But good guess.
Just the
I was
teenager.
literally about to say, if he wasn't seen nearby, that definitely would have drawn his attention.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me?
Yeah, I don't want someone to misspecies my dinosaur.
Carthon, fun fact, just has a internal instinct that if anyone insults or makes a mistake about their dinosaur, there's just a record scratch and an immediate like enemy outline.
So
Oh,
typical
absolutely.
pet dad behavior.
Say that one more time, Carlos.
Typical pet dad behavior.
I suppose. However, it does seem like Cal and Rodgel they brought their quarry. Though they are both a little bit unnerved by the immediate surroundings.
Okay, so good to see you guys are still safe, but what exactly are you doing here? I thought you were going for that doctor.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad these kids are safe too. It's kind of a long story. But then explain the actual story and why we're here, and about needed to find the fertilizer.
Question, DM.
Yeah.
Did I hear their names in my vision?
No.
Okay.
I don't believe so, but it's also been a very long time.
It's okay. I'm gonna rectify that in a sec. So the dock is not going anywhere unless we find 20 pounds of dirt mixed with feces. Lovely. Anyway, these two
Hyper-nitrogen
are
fertilizer.
fancy dirt mixed with feces.
Yeah,
No offense,
that.
Quarthon. Anyway, this is God, why do I keep forgetting her name?
Origin.
Origin,
This
Orion.
is, this is Origin and Chairbiter. Yes, that is his name. And kids, these are my companions and my cousin Quarthon, Repharami, Splurbod, and Rava.
Like,
Nice to meet you all.
in Origin like looks to all of you and just like stands tall. Like tries to put off like some sort of tough aura, but they don't have any armor on. They have like a dagger to their side that they grabbed. They're like trying to like hold on to the handle they're like they've done some things, but it is very clear they're just a young child trying to pretend to be tough. Whereas Cherubider gives a wave.
Well, I can't say I'm gonna humor this, but I understand what it's like to, want to be taken seriously, so I will take them seriously.
I'm gonna stop what I'm doing. Like literally, as I clarified the fertilizer quote, I'm just like pick something up and just kind of toss it to the side because it's not what I'm looking for. And then when they get introduced, I'm gonna turn and look at them. I'm gonna walk over and just kind of put my hand on their shoulder and just glad your kids are okay. I'm gonna make note of the fact that she has a dagger. Does Chairbiter have anything on him?
No.
I'm gonna look around. Is there anything that could serve as like a basic, like a dagger or anything for him?
No, but you can easily pick up a stick or like a piece of debris that could be used as a club.
I'll just pull a torch out of my backpack after looking around for a second, not finding anything, and be like, "Here you go. It's not much, but kind of dangerous out there.
It's
A little
dangerous.
too dangerous to go without, friend."
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Ding, ding, ding. Um, but yes, I don't know if you two are familiar with Rydol, but he needs some fertilizer to help his family and make sure he's safe. So I'm glad you guys are safe. Keep an eye out. Oh, Calxias, be aware. There was a group here earlier that was looking to cause a little bit of mischief, but um, thanks to Quarthon, they left, but we didn't follow them, so I don't know how far they've gone. Better to keep an eye out.
And almost
Got it.
and almost as if on cue, they're all around Tenderlee. There are like some hills and even like there is a few mountains that are like visible, like like picturesque mountain range with like chalets off in the distance. You hear the shockwave first, and then you look over, and these mountains have exploded. You see like like a massive amount of dust off in the distance, being sent into a massive cloud.
Um. Yeah. I'm gonna say instinctively, I kind of just grab the three kids and kind of force them to crouch down and cover them with my body because I imagine that shockwave when it hits us.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll immediately help cover them as well.
yeah, good call. As
Yeah, good idea. I'll do that too.
and
And I'll just yell, "Get down!" to the others.
and there is like you hear it first, and then as you like cover up it, like as you guys essentially do a group huddle, and like Rava like confusedly like hooks their like body around Carthon and everyone else, the blast pushes you all probably about 5 feet to the ground, going prone, as debris and whatever's not nailed down, glass. You guys are probably cut a few times just from everything being flung past you guys. And things clattering. Your ears are ringing from the shock. And as you guys like stand up, the the sky has dimmed a little just from all the stuff that's been knocked up into the air. It's very clear. I mean, the last time was just an earth shaking. Now, everyone is being forced to move to the whim of however this ring is falling. Chairbider, Aryan, and Beam, they stand up, looking a little bit rough, but a few stretches and these youngins are ready to continue, though Chairbider is a little bit shaken up.
Are you three all right?
My butt hurts.
Yeah. I don't think Carthon even knows what to say. This is. I mean, he's worried about the mountains around Blackstone erupting, and this is that like times 10.
Yeah, it's one thing to erupt. It's another to completely explode.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good thing we weren't closer, because everybody probably within a 5 mile radius of that is dead. I mean, I don't say that to the kids, but that's what I'm thinking.
Carthon, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. It's probably more than a 5 mile radius to the mountain.
I mean, we've all seen Pompeii.
Yeah. But like in that case, the mountain didn't literally, it just erupted. Again, the whole mountain didn't explode. I mean, presumably it didn't. I'm not a Pompeii expert.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not a Pompeiist.
No, I'm not.
that's probably for the best.
I'm not
Anyway,
interested in pomp and circumstance.
anyway, you guys stand back up, and the Tenderlee has gone from a town that's obviously been looted to a town that has been rocked. And, like the sounds of screams and shouts double as people get a little bit more and more frantic. Where do you guys go?
We're running out of time.
This does count as the second event.
Had a feeling.
That's a hell of an event.
Mm-hmm.
I I pictured a few things happening. That was not one of them.
What's going on? I had to step away for a couple seconds.
People just
We're just
discuss.
talking about the event.
I see.
This is the second of the four events out of character.
Makes sense.
Farami, how important is this guy? Because this little fetch quest of his is taking too much time.
I don't know. All I know is that he was one of the people in my vision. I might glance over at the kids. We should probably get them to safety. Dang it. How much have we got so far?
Refarami, unfortunately, safety is with us.
Yeah. We need to hurry then. We have other people we also need to find. And we're definitely running out of time.
So, fertilizer, how much more you need?
Quarthon, how much do we got so far? Like 6 pounds? Maybe a little more?
Yeah, we have 6 pounds total.
Yeah, we need about another 14 pounds. Unless you know of any place nearby that has liquid nitrogen.
I don't know about that, but we should probably look for a place that hasn't been looted yet. Maybe,
Just gotta kind of glance around and be like, yeah.
Quarthon, when you went with Myethel to the mayor's house, did he have some overly extravagant garden? Wait, not mayor, governor's. My bad.
Yeah, I suppose he did. I don't know if I don't know if this exact kind of dirt was used to fertilize it, though.
Still, it's a good shot. If people were gonna loot that pompous ass's home, it would have been the home, not the gardening shed.
Well, I suppose that's true, and also I think we have to go there to teleport someone away anyway, so I suppose we could try going there.
Is that in the same direction as Melanie?
No.
Yeah. Figured you're gonna say that. Um. Rip. How far away is the governor's mansion from here?
On foot, probably about 15 minutes.
And if it
The
was just Quarthon and Rava,
If it was just Carthon and Rava, less than that, definitely. Especially if you're going at a full pace.
Yeah, but I can't just teleport myself out. Assuming we want to do that, which I'm not sure we do.
And now to look for the fertilizer.
Well,
Where's
yeah, and
the
then I
nearest
mean,
place that we haven't looted yet?
I could do that myself if we want.
We also have we have the coil, so we can transport a couple of people out. Do we want to get the kids to safety? we're running
Do
into
we know
danger.
where the
I don't
teleporter
think-
leads to specifically?
I think it can be programmed with any location. Yeah, I mean, if we do want to get these kids out, actually, that's a good point. We should. That would be a good place to do it.
Are you and Dragon and Italy okay with using some of our teleporter slots for the kids?
We
I mean,
got
I'm fine
plans
with
all-
that.
I'm
That's
absolutely fine with that.
yeah. That's why we're doing this That's why we rescued them in the first place.
Yeah.
All right then.
Okay. Are there any places that we could grab more fertilizer or nitrogen at on the way towards Melanie?
You could try, but that's going to take time, especially with the eruption. It's going to be a little bit tough.
Yeah, I mean, just in that direction. Like, we can have somebody
I
grabbing
hate
stuff and then run it back while we continue on to Melanie if we find the stuff.
If you're going to do a quick perception check, I'd be willing to allow that at a really fucking high DC. Because you're just glancing through as you're moving along, scouting for food style.
Would we all get to make perception checks or just Dragon?
I was more asking the people who are familiar with the region if there's any other places that would have that kind of stuff in that
Actually,
direction.
that's fair. Since I'm a local, would I get to make that perception check?
Uh, Honestly, taking a moment to think about this, like, of course, there's of course, a few merchants that might be able to deal with this. Farming, there's a few places outside of the city. A few different, like, probably farming supply stores. A few, like, alchemists that might work, like, business to business. Selling wholesale chemicals. But that's more outside of the village, of the town.
Okay.
So
So what I'm hearing is our best shot is actually to go in the opposite direction of Melanie.
yes, if you
Is that
if you want
a
to
different
hate
direction than the governor?
yeah, if you want to go get the easiest way to get chemicals or to get the chemical you need is to go outside city limits.
I hate to suggest this. Would we want to split up the party again?
Again.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it sounds
Have
like we're
maybe
gonna have to.
have Repharami and Calxias take the kids to the governors, and then Quarthon, since you have Rava, you and I'm 16 strength. We can head out to city limits and see if we can scrounge up any more of that nitrogen fertilizer.
Carthon takes a minute to think about this, but decides, yeah, I'm okay with that idea. That's that. I don't know how I feel about splitting the party either, but we might as well play to all our strengths. You're right about that.
I mean, if Rava can handle both of you, we'll probably cut the journey time in half, or at least by a quarter.
I don't know if Rava would be able to carry Splurbod, because from what I know, he wears heavy armor.
All right.
I'm not sure. That depends on the
I do, in fact, wear heavy armor. I'm also just big.
It would be
I
a,
can't
it,
explain how big your character is. I'm sorry.
I am
You're
six
jacked
foot
frog, I
one,
forgot about that.
248 pounds.
Wow, you are a jacked frog.
You're not a frog. You're a freaking toad.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're like a cane toad. You're like
Yes, I literally based this character off of a cane toad.
I
Thank you
know,
for
yeah,
noticing.
I remember you said that now.
I keep forgetting that. I keep thinking frog.
I mean, toads are frogs. There's not really a difference between them, other than that.
Frogs are skinny and agile. Toads are round.
Yeah, but that's not a morphological difference. Like that's not scientific. Like if you're going by that definition, my pet frogs are toads because they're really chonky. But
The
no, they're
difference
frogs.
between a frog and a toad is entirely like in the common name. There is no, scientifically speaking, there is no distinction between a frog and a toad. They
Yeah,
are
that's
both
what I'm
they're
trying to
both
say.
in the frog family.
All right. So, as you guys, who is Beam going with? Is Beam going with Splurbod and Quarthon, which they would prefer because Splurbod, or
Splurbod, yeah.
or are they going with Cal
Uh,
and Repharami?
yeah. Beam can come with us.
Got it.
Yeah.
Then if you don't mind, I would like to do Splurbod and Quarthon first, strictly because I don't know how much time Mark has left.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No, I got enough time. I'm actually. This isn't the best, but I have found a charger. It's outside, so I'm sitting here in like 40-degree weather, but I'm all right. It's bracing. It's kind of a wind tunnel. I don't know if my microphone's picking this up.
It
It
is.
It
definitely
is
picks
very
it up.
much picking it
It
up.
is very much picking it
Yeah,
up when you
that's,
talk.
that's why I'm trying to stay muted the whole time, or when I can. Don't worry about me.
Respect.
With all
That's a
due
perfect
respect,
gift
you
for
do
this.
not get to make that decision. I will worry about you regardless.
Got it.
Get
Thank
worried.
you.
Get worried about, friend.
I appreciate that. I really do. But I'll do a lot for D&D. Don't worry about it. We've established that you will worry. I'm not worrying about it. Anyway, yes. It's time. I know it really helps the immersion. I'm outside, and my character's
True.
outside,
True. We're
and
all outside.
I'm cold, and my character is
Oh, I just
probably
realized I've
I
been
don't know if he's
I just realized I've
cold,
been
but
angry for I don't know how long. God damn it.
uh, anyway. But yeah, all right. We've set out
Got it.
to try and find more fertilizer. I'm keeping an eye out. I'm riding Rava.
Got it.
Yeah.
Then, if you don't mind, if you're able to stay, I would like to do the thing with
Oh yeah, I'm
Cal
good.
and Repharami first.
All right, that's also fine. I do not mind.
Got it. Cal and Repharami, you guys begin heading back towards the mayor's place. And the the path, I'm not going to narrate this, but there are definitely like a few people who do attack you on the way there. Like just unarmored, desperate people trying to kill you for the clothes on your back, for the armor on your back. We don't need to narrate it. They're basic individuals.
Unfortunate for them.
Yeah,
Also unfortunate for them, I don't wear armor.
I know. Uh, they are desperate. And as you guys head to finally get to the governor's house, like you see like their bodies hanging from the windows. There's quite a few individuals who are just just stabbing at the or just destroying the governor's house, yelling and screaming like why are you not helping us? We we need you. We need assistance. Why did why did you die? As like just desperate people are just going absolutely crazy. Uh you walk inside and just a random civilian like comes on up and just um I I wouldn't go further in there if I were you. I
Why?
Why is
there's there's been somebody who's been killing people that have been going around the building. I was I was just trying to find something in here, trying to find someone who could help out, and and my friend, they were stabbed right in their spine.
Oh, maybe that shape-shifting assassin didn't leave after all. I'm saying that out of character, of course, because I'm not there.
Do you know who's doing this?
No, no, just I haven't seen it, and I'm getting out of here. And they just walk out, leaving the four of you guys there, and or in just like, oh, oh, it's okay, Chairbider. We're we're just gonna brave the darkness and the monsters within, just like we always do every single night. Every single night, Chairbider.
Listen, just stay between me and Repharami and you'll be fine. Okay? You guys are getting out of here.
Okay. Okay.
And how big are these hallways?
They're probably about like 10 feet across. They're not like really narrow, because, rich people.
Okay. What was that?
Keep on going.
Okay. But yeah,
We
I
wouldn't
don't
have gone through the
know
front door.
what happened.
If we're taking these kids to, oh no, actually, yeah, no, we wouldn't be going inside the mansion itself.
You would
We'd
go
be
inside
going
the.
to the gardening shed.
I mean, isn't the teleporter inside the mansion?
Yep. But Referami knows a secret path.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Would have Repharami have told me this as we were heading over here?
Well, probably would not have come up with a lot of other things on his mind right now. But seeing you like start to walk towards the front door, like, hold up, Calxias, we don't need to
Yes.
go that way, and it's probably safer that we don't if what they were saying is true. Okay, let's go this way and just try to stay quiet and avoid attention.
Of course.
And I'm gonna pull out my mace and have it handy just in case he needs it. Keep your eyes peeled. Looking at the kids. Stay near us. You'll be safe.
Okay, that wasn't me. I thought I did something I shouldn't have.
No. You have the kids stay close.
And we're gonna work our way around, trying to avoid any line of sight to anybody else who might be around, and work our way over to the secret entrance.
Got it. You work your way around. If you guys want to try to be subtle about this, please roll stealth.
Okay.
I am treating the kids more like an Elizabeth and Bioshock Infinite situation. They do not need to make rolls until you two are incapacitated.
All right, cool. That much better than treating them like Ashley from Resident Evil 4.
How good is your stealth?
I I am proficient,
Okay.
but my dex is only 13.
Okay. Um, because you're proficient, I'm gonna let you do your rolls. I am not proficient, but I have a 14 dex, so I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Okay. Let me roll. There we go.
Very good.
22.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Uh, do, do you have disadvantage on this because of your armor?
I do
Repharami?
not.
Oh, that is what. That is. Wait, scale mail doesn't give you disadvantage in this system.
Nope.
I'm. I am a little bit impressed, bruh.
Chain does, but not scale.
True.
Uh, as you, as you guys begin to walk through and walk on up, you get the feeling you've have a moment where like, okay, you're nearby the entrance and nobody's looking at you. It's probably now or never.
Gonna open it up. Tell Calxias to take the lead just in case somebody already in there, and keep the kids between us.
Got it.
And I'll watch our back as we go in and make sure the door's secured behind us. And I'll give
Since
Calxias
I definitely know there's somebody around here just indiscriminately killing people, I'm gonna have my 2 pickaxes ready. I mean, not pickaxes, war picks.
Got it.
and I'll give Calxias a second to make sure it's clear before the kids go in.
You go inside and Cal, it is immediately clear. And the two kids, as you wave them in, Orion and the chairbiter walk in. Orion has their dagger out and just like shifting their grip on it repeatedly, but like trying to like get something, some sort of handhold. And chairbiter does have like their
And
stick out, ready to go.
I'm gonna, as soon as they all start walking in, immediately Repharami is gonna remember what was left there from when we were here, and be like, "Brace yourself. It's probably not gonna be pretty in there." I should have mentioned it earlier. Sorry, a lot of things on my mind.
Orion looks at you and I've I've seen a lot of dead bodies in my life, but they were in movies. This is it's a lot,
Yeah.
and and you guys begin to head through.
I don't remember if Calxias was here for it or not, but there was a lot of dead people. Last time when we were here, they were all left in the room that we just entered.
Yeah,
So you're walking into a bloodbath with like no notice.
yeah,
I will say, since I am still taking point, uh, I will tell, I will tell them once we are in that area to either look up or to close their eyes as we lead them through, because they've already seen some shit just walking through town. But if it's as bad as you're saying it is, you don't need to say that.
It really is.
yeah. I I think even with keeping their eyes closed, I think Chairbiter at this point they are clutching their sister tightly and they are crying quietly. They are terrified. They are definitely taking 1 point of strife for all this, and even Orion is probably also going to take 1 point of strife. Just all the blood and this is not conducive for the psyche of a mind that is not fully developed yet.
Probably do not smell too good either.
No. There's going to be some long-lasting trauma because of today. But at least Orion is still moving behind Cal. And you guys head down the hallways towards the teleporter. And as you guys are walking through there, you guys have a high enough passive perception. As you turn the corner, I mean, there's another bloodbath there. A lot of servants panicked and killed each other outside the teleporter room.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice something new. There appears to be a tiny hole, like above, like the outside of the door. Like large enough for something to jump through.
Hmm.
That was definitely not there before.
Um.
I
Yeah, I'm
joked
gonna.
about the whole Ashley thing, but I really am getting Resident Evil vibes. But yeah, if does Repharami save us?
I think both of you see this.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you don't see it, I would definitely
No,
get your
does
attention
Repharami
and point
save
it
that I
out.
wasn't there before? That's what I meant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I'll gesture to Calxias and you know fingers to the eyes and point up at it, get his attention,
All right.
and I'll sign that wasn't there before.
Yeah, I'll nod my head and keeping an eye on that. Just make our way to the teleporter. Death grip on my war picks.
All right. You walk on up, like to the immediate area underneath that hole. And as you put your hand on the handle, uh, you do know that it was. You do still have the key, right? Like to the room.
Yeah, I think Repharami has it.
I want to say we did take that with us, so I would have had it on me. Yes.
Got it. It is in fact locked.
Did we lock it when we left?
I'm not sure. I feel like we might have.
Did you?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Uh, well, would you like to unlock it?
I'm gonna just kind of try to take a closer look at that hole, keeping an eye on it, and then I'll gently unlock it, like try to do it as quietly as possible.
You take a moment and like look at that hole, and you can't help but see that there is, as like you're like putting the key close to the door, you do see something is like looking through the hole down at you guys.
I will use Celestial Burst,
On.
whatever I can see in the hole.
Once again, the hole is above you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? If
You
If
you you will
Repharami-
you will have to make this attack at disadvantage, but I don't think it matters because they are technically prone.
I will say this: if Repharami is attacking, I am probably going to use my breath weapon.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 10.
Yeah, that's gonna be a miss. Are you gonna breathe on them?
Um,
Yes. How big is the hole? Like, how wide is it?
It's probably about got like a, let's say like 1 foot radius, so like 2 foot diameter.
Then, yeah. I'm gonna breathe a line of fire into there. I
Got it.
believe that.
Uh, uh are you committed to this?
You see, now you say that.
quick
You're
question. Celestial Burst, if it hits the object, it takes no damage and instead emits bright light out to 30 feet. If I miss them and it hits the ceiling or whatever's above them, would that light up and
uh
possibly give us some lighting on them?
you see a flash of green before they roll out of the way. That's what I'm willing to give you.
Then you know what? I'm gonna hold off
Okay.
on the breath weapon if the light showed us that they're not there anymore.
Immediately open the door.
Do you unlock it first?
Yeah,
You
I'm
unlock
gonna
it,
unlock the door.
and as you open it, you see the room, and you still see the governor's body is there. However, you see there's somebody else in there. It appears to be a merfolk that is just in this room. And immediately as you enter, they seem like dressed nicely. Make an immediate history check, both of you.
I think I know who this is.
I definitely do, but I'm not there, and I didn't even know in
Nat
character. Oh,
20.
nice.
All right. Please. Yeah. This is that merfolk that you saw in the. They are under a different outfit, and they are purposely they look different by intention, but does seem very similar to that merfolk you saw in the factory with that goblin. And immediately this merfolk is like, "Oh, oh, please, please tell me you're not here to hurt me." Repharami, Cal.
Uh, does refer I'm
What are you doing in here?
I'm I'm a servant here, and and it's been chaotic, and I I knew there was a place of safety around here, and I saw the I saw this room, and I locked myself in here for my own protection, and I've been trying to figure out how this device worked. Maybe it was some sort of place in which I can get out of here.
Are they dressed as one of the servants here?
They are. It like their outfit checks out, but you can
And it's not the clothing they were wearing when they were at the
no
factory.
no. Listen.
Yeah.
If you didn't roll a natural 20, I wouldn't have told you. I would have just said like they seem familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Nat 20s though.
Um, Immediately recognizing who they are, I'm gonna just do a quick glance over them to look for any weaponry. Like, no, it's broken.
Well,
All these people out here died trying to get it to work. and trying to use it, so that's why everybody else left.
Well, shoot. Well, can it? Look, they like look at it and like, I, I don't know what else to do. I'm stuck here, and I have family on the other rings. I can't. I can't stay here.
Um, I'm gonna give them directions to the nearest teleport pad.
Okay.
I've heard that the pad's still active. If you hurry, you might be able to get a spot before anything else happens.
Where specifically are you guiding them to? Are you telling them to go to
To the teleport pad that I came in.
the teleportation DS?
Yeah.
Uh, they nod and just like, okay, thank you.
I keep my weapon firmly ready to hit them if they make anything other than a motion to leave this room. And as
Hey,
soon as I get an opportunity, I'm going to glance over at Calxias to make sure he notices that I am ready to swing.
Yes.
okay, this is. I know I'm not here right now, but I'm curious about something. If this is like a mermaid, how is she walking?
She is swimming in the air.
What, they can fly?
Floating like Zuriab.
Oh, okay, alright. I did not know that. That's interesting.
Magic.
Magic. Cause I,
Magic.
cause Merfolk is a playable race in this in Advanced Fifth Edition, and I'm like, you know what would be cool? This fancy high tech stuff, and like,
But yeah, do I notice that Repharami is still tense?
yeah, a little bit tense and hand on weapon.
I
Uh,
will also keep myself firmly between the merfolk and the children.
Then yeah, same. If something sketchy happens, I'm gonna be ready to fight.
like they like swim away, and like keeping an eye out and like going past you guys and around the corner. And you hear from above you. So I'm taking a guess that you guys are friends, friends of the people who know how to use this thing.
Who is talking to us?
Coming from the hole above you.
The flash of green that I saw.
Yeah, the flash of green.
Would it be safe to say that will Referami get the inkling that he knows who that is as well, considering that he know who the mermaid was?
If he wants to connect the dots, that's their decision.
Yeah, I'm gonna glance at Calxias and just shake my head no. Friends would be stretching it. I heard there's a killer loose around the grounds. You should probably get out of here before they catch you. Wouldn't want anything untoward to happen to you two.
I know. And I've been keeping my wits about me.
Good idea.
You guys. You gonna fix the teleporter?
Unfortunately, the teleporter is not fixable.
Then why are you coming back? You unlocked the door. There's still something there.
The governor's body's still in the room, right? I don't remember taking him out of this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was hoping there might be something on the governor's body that would be helpful.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna motion to Calxias to get the kids towards the pad.
Yeah, I'll walk them inside the room, but does it sound like that whoever Repharami is talking to, that they left, or they're still there?
They're still talking. You hear the voice coming through
Mm.
the hole.
Ah, you know what? Does it seem like whoever's up there could still see into this room, or no?
I don't think they could at all. I think it was just a hole straight down.
Hole straight down. It might see through the doorway, but not into the room if you turn the corner.
Then yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Got it.
Like, I don't want to make it obvious that I'm heading right towards the teleporter.
Got it.
Yeah. As soon as you're in, I'll close the door.
Got it.
I'll lock it and brace it, and hand him the key, basically the power fuse. Get the kids out of here.
Got it. And uh, I'm assuming with whatever instructions you might have given me, I'll get that running. And before they go through the teleporter, I will be giving Orgen. Uh, God, this is gonna be a lot. Probably screw myself over with this, but I will be giving them 25 gold and